You beat all the gym leaders, you've become the Pokemon champion, you filled your Pokedex, gotten a shiny charm, acquired all TMs and secrets in the game. Now what?
Well, I guess I'll wait for Sharp Sword and Solid Shield. Anything for National Dex.
With all this additional time on your hands, now you want to wreck your friends who dare challenge your extreme Pokemon intellectual might.
I lost!
Or you just want to crush unknown ranked players online.
Lost again.
Well, dive in because I'm going to show you how to build a strong team and teach you some quick tips on how to use them. My name is Snooperz, and we're going to get a bit deep into competitive Pokemon building in Sword and Shield. To start, first you have to do what everyone else is doing.
Run Darmanitan, got it!
You have to research the meta. There are plenty of resources out there to get a sneak peek at what the popular kids are using. I would check out OU or Uber ranked Pokemon and Smogon.com, or even more additional information can be found on Cerebi.net. You should even check out some competitive PokeTubers. I suggest somebody like Blunder. Sure, he's not for everyone, but I like that he speaks constantly about why he's using certain Pokemon and also describes his decision-making process in battle. All links are in the description below. Now, let's get into typing and coverage. When it comes to Pokemon types, you have to run a multiple array. Don't go too heavy into one typage or another on your team, or it'll leave you at a major disadvantage.
Alright kid, get ready to get wrecked with my Steelix, Lucario, and Corviknight. Oh shit.
Single typing is okay, just have a few mons that offer a wider move pool. Try to stick with moves that align with the type your Pokemon is. This allows for stab moves. The stab move simply means same type attack bonus. The boost in power increases by 50%, so if a fire type Pokemon uses Ember, which is a fire type move, Ember's base power is changed from 40 to 60. So if you have an electric toxic type Pokemon like Toxtricity, stick to attacks such as Overdrive or Sludge Wave. These moves match its typing, so its damage dealt would increase.
Alright, so run a team with lots of different types.
Yeah, see, there's a whole nother thing you have to consider when building your team, and that's role coverage. Now, generally speaking, Pokemon can be divided into two main roles, attackers and tanks, with two additional sub-roles each, either physical or special. It's important to have Pokemon which can fill all roles in order to ensure good overall team balance. Examples of great physical attack coverage can be something like Excadrill, Dragapult, and Darmanitan.
Run Darmanitan, got it!
Examples of great special attackers are Pokemon like Hatterene, Hydreigon, and the whole Rotom line. For physical defense tanks, you got your Corviknights, Toxapex, Umbreons. For special defense tanks, you have examples such as Sylveon, Runerigus, and Eldegoss. And again, these are just quick examples. Many Pokemon can service these roles. Do enough research and you'll find a whole array that are excellent at one or multiple. Now, while you're choosing your team, be mindful of the best abilities for the builds you're looking to do. For example, almost all builds that run Dracovish make sure that he has the ability Strongjaw. Strongjaw powers up all biting moves like Crunch or its signature move, Vicious Rend. Or how someone might want to run Zen Mode Darmanitan to take advantage of higher speed and attack if he already gets below half health.
Alright, that settles it. I'm running 7 Darmanitans!
That's illegal. You cannot run multiple of the same Pokemon in your team. Just the one. Last thing we need to cover is speed and items. Unless you're running a Trick Room team, in which case you would care for the opposite of what I'm going to say, but you need to have speed kept in mind. Have some physical or special attackers on your team that have very good speed. This is what's going to determine whether you attack first or not. You can win battles just because of this simple mechanic. Some run particular moves that are designed to hit first to be able to win some battles, like Bullet Punch, Sucker Punch, or Shadow Sneak. And if you watch some competitive matches or just simply play over time, you're going to start to remember which fully bred EV and IV Pokemon tend to hit first.
Yes! I hit him first, and I got a critical strike. What the f*** is a Focus Sash?
Held items is the final frontier of strategy after you understand the basics. If you're not careful, Pokemon with held items can literally change the state of the game. Items like Focus Sash state if a Pokemon were to be fainted on one hit, it is instead put to 1 HP. This item is best used for Pokemon that are glass cannons, or if you really need them to survive at least the first turn. Leftovers is a great example of a held item that goes great with tanky Pokemon. It allows it to survive maybe 1 or 2 more consecutive turns to help it live through burns, or maybe allowing you to have a higher chance of setting up or surviving long enough to outlast an opponent's toxic afflicted Pokemon. There are endless strategies online that match up held items with certain Pokemon. Just hit up one of those websites I mentioned earlier in the description below. Now, I could get a lot deeper and granular about everything I just talked about. However, all these things I mentioned is just so you get familiar with the basics. The best part about Pokemon is building your team yourself. Just take all of these points into account while you're building your competitive team.
That's all fine and dandy, but I'm just gonna run an Imposter Ditto and hope that my opponent's Pokemon is stronger than mine.
Bye.